Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the 4G notes on three-dimensional problems. After these notes, you should be able to use the Pythagorean theorem to help find missing measures of three-dimensional shapes. All right? So let's jump straight into some examples. All right? So first one is example 19 from page 104. And it is: the great inchworm Inga is trapped inside the silo of solitude. Inga's dear friend Cora the cricket attaches the rope at the top edge of the silo and throws the rope down to Inga. Inga attaches the rope to the bottom of the opposite side of the silo. If the rope is 50 meters long and the diameter of the silo is 12 meters, how tall is the silo of solitude? So thankfully on this they actually have drawn us a lovely picture here. And here is the silo of solitude, and there's Inga down there at the bottom, and then that was my attempt to draw Cora the cricket up there at the top. So here they are. So we know that here's our rope that's been thrown down, and again Inga has attached that rope over here to the corner. Cora attached her end of the rope up there at this corner, and then it says the diameter of the silo of solitude is 12 meters. We're trying to figure out how tall it is, so let's do that so that you can figure out how to get Inga out of the silo of solitude. So let's get Inga out. Alright, so really if you look at this, this is just a, again, if we kind of cut the silo of solitude out of this problem here, we just have this triangle here. That is a right angle. This is 12 meters. This is 50 meters. And here is the height of the silo of solitude. So let's get Inga out. So we've got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And again, the important part here is to make sure that we get that the hypotenuse in here as the c squared, so that is 50 squared, and then we have 12 squared and h squared as well. Alright, so let's square these and see what we get. 144 plus h squared equals, and then let's do our 50 squared, which gives us 2,500. Right? Subtract 144 from both of those, and we get that h squared is minus 144. 23, what was that? 2356. Square root that to get what the actual height is, and we get 48 point, let's call it 48.5, 48.5, and it's in meters. So the height of the silo of solitude is about 48.5 meters. Oops, not 48.n, 48.5 meters. Alright, so that's what Inga has to get out of the silo of solitude. She's got to get up 48.5 meters. Alright, so let's take a look at another example, shall we? Okay. This one here, oh, Inga is now mysteriously trapped in the box of bluish buttons. The excuse me, the box is 6 meters wide, 4 meters long, and 3 meters tall. Cora again tosses her a rope that is attached to the top corner. Inga attaches it to the opposite-most corner at the bottom of the box. How long is the rope from corner to corner? So again, thankfully they give us a nice picture of this, and it looks like this. So here's the box of bluish buttons that Inga must escape from. And let's see, the height is 3 meters. This depth here is 4 meters, and this width here is 6 meters. We're trying to figure out what this here is. Okay, so let's get Inga out of the box of bluish buttons. So let's see here again is, we got to draw Inga. Right, there's Inga. And then here's core of the cricket up here at the top corner. Again, not exactly sure how to draw a cricket. We'll just go like that. So Cora needs to wriggle her way over here to crawl up this rope to get out. So how long is this rope that is attached from here to here? So really what we need to do first is we have this height here. We need to have this length here in order to figure out, then we can use Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared to get c squared. So we've got to figure this out first. So to figure that out first, we've got to use this here. Whoa, that was bad. Okay, so we've got, this is 4 meters, and this is 6 meters. And we've got to figure out what this is first. So let's do that. We've got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Again, the x is the c squared. So we have 4 squared plus 6 squared. 24 plus 30, 24 is not 4 squared. That would be 16 plus 36 equals x squared. So that is 30, 40, 52 is x squared. So let's square root both of those so that we can get Inga out of the box of bluish buttons. So let's take the square root of 52 and get 7.2, we'll call it. Right, so now that we have that this is 7.2 meters, now we can use that to figure out how long the rope is to get Cora out of the box of bluish buttons. Okay, so look, here's some, we probably should draw some bluish buttons in here, right? And of course it's full of the bluish buttons. Don't worry, Inga will get you out. So let's draw again our other triangle. Our new triangle here. Right angle there, that's 3 meters. And we just figured out that this is 7.2 meters. We want to figure out what that is there. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So the x goes in for the c. And so then we have 3 squared plus 7.2 squared equals x squared. So let's calculate that out. 3 squared plus 7.2 squared gives us 60.84 is what x squared equals. So we got to square root both of those to figure out what the actual length of that rope is. So square root our answer, and we get, that's about 7.8 meters long. Right? Okay. So the rope is about 7.8 meters long. So that's what you have to climb up, Inga, to get out. Alright, let's take a look at one last